Good afternoon. It's 5:45. We're going to go ahead and start our meeting. I am calling the meeting to order. My name is Jamaica Robinson. I am the mayor of Lake City. And this portion is our public hearing on the City of Lake City budget fiscal year 2025-26. I am going to ask Madam Clerk to please poll the council members at this time.
Good afternoon. Mayor Eureka Robinson.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Jawanica Cooper.
Present.
Councilmember Melissa Askins. Councilmember Wilhelmina Scott. Councilmember Sandra Fleming Crosby.
Present.
Councilmember Nicole Singletary.
Present.
Councilmember Jason Brown.
Present.
Mayor, we do have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Public comment period, notes on comment period. Comments are limited to 2 minutes per person and no personal or verbal attacks will be entertained. The mayor and council is interested in hearing your concerns, but speakers should not expect mayor or council action on or deliberation on subject matters brought up during the public comment period. Topics requiring further investigation will be referred to the city administration and may be scheduled for a future agenda. Please make sure to sign in and leave your name and address for the record with the city clerk to council. Before we have any public comments, we are going to ask a presentation from our finance director, Mr. Brandon Carter, along accompanying with him, new interim city administrator, Mr. Steve Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor. And Mr. Carter does have is this on? Mr.
Yes.
Carter does have a slide presentation if you like that kind of thing. So here we go.
And before Mr. Carter begins, I would like to ask everyone to please silence your phones as we go through our presentations in our meeting, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Loud
Can
and-
everybody hear me? Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I will be presenting the FY 25-26 budget presentation. This will be brief. Next slide, please. So what I'm presenting for the 25-26 fiscal year budget, this is currently what we have on staff. There will be budget for 25-26. Any questions? Next slide. Currently, I am projecting roughly around $5.2 million worth of property taxes. Listed here are the property taxes as well as the state taxes we will be accumulating towards for the fiscal year 25-26. Any questions? Next slide, please. The changes for 25-26, this is currently what has transpired that's going to be transferred over for fiscal year 25-26. So we receive 2 new employees and formulate the IT department, and we are projecting our general fund to be down by $465,000. Any questions? Next, this is the summary for general fund. So last fiscal year, we had $11.2 million. For 25-26, I'm projecting to have around $11.8 million, which is have a 750 variance increase. Any questions? Next slide, please. There will be no changes to the water rates. I won't be increasing anything. Next slide, please. There will be no increase to the sewer rates. Next slide, please. And I would not be increasing taxes. Next slide, please. Utility services. This is what we are projecting for water revenue for 25-26. Next slide, please. And this is our total overall revenue for water. So last year, $2.3 million. For 25-26, $2.2 million. Just like I reiterate in the last budget workshop, I'm using real fiscal conservative numbers. For sewer, this is our summary for sewer fees. Next slide, please. And this is our overall summary for sewer. So last fiscal year, $4.1 million. 25-26 is going to be $4,073,269. And this is our overall total. So last fiscal year, 24-25, we had $17.7 million. And 25-26, I'm projecting $18.1 million. Next slide, please. And this is for, I just want to let the council member know I will be facilitating the $2,000 for each district. Next slide, please. And this is pretty much a summary from Mayor Robinson. Next slide, please. I apologize, I forgot to print out some rate schedules, but I will send you the rate schedule tomorrow morning, so that's on me. Next slide, please. Any comments or questions? All right, that's it. Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Okay.
I don't have any comments. We can move on into questions and answers. Questions and comments if you'd like. If you'd like me to address anything, I can. We're presenting a temporary budget this time to really get us until the end of the summer, early fall, for a variety of reasons. Mostly because we had some problems with the data that are unreliable. So we're saying, let's do a temporary budget, get us through the state requirements of having a budget on July 1 and moving forward. We have a ton of information. About 80% of a budget doesn't change from year to year. So you're not missing anything without the rest of the detail. But we will provide the detailed sheets to City Council shortly after this meeting. I can answer questions on why else it's delayed, but other than that, it's exciting stuff, as you can imagine.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Carter, for your presentation, and thank you, Mr. Thompson, for your explanation and elaboration. Anyone have any comments at this time or questions? Yes, ma'am, you can definitely come up to the podium. Sign and state your name.
I'll sign in and state my name.
Okay.
My name is Marcia Terwilliger. If my memory serves me correctly, we are currently running in a deficit in the 24-25 budget. How do you plan on making up the funding for the bills that are outstanding, which I believe are about $1.2 million? How are you going to generate that revenue in 25-26?
I'm with you. Well, as you know, Marcia, the revenues come in and go out all the time. It's never a static picture. But the problem, and part of the problem that I mentioned with the delay of the budget is we've spent our reserves. And so we don't have a large amount of reserves. We still have money coming in and going out, so at any particular time, you can pay the bills. But ultimately, we'll have to recover that. We'll do so as we manage through the budget this time.
So what's the plan for that?
Plan is we're going to reduce the size of this budget. I don't have the specifics other than we've talked about everything. We've talked about the workforce, we've talked about facilities, we've talked about everything. And over the next 6 weeks, we'll work that out.
If I can just honestly make a statement, I don't think that hindering the personnel that work for the city of Lake City that work very hard, I worked with them every single day. Every single member and every single staff member works hard. They do their due diligence.
I think you're exactly right.
Because one person makes a mistake that creates the city to be in a hardship should not reflect on the employees that work very hard for the city of Lake City. And I would like to see you find another way to do that instead of cutting people from the budget.
Well, I will tell everyone here, 80% of this city's budget and every city's budget is people. So you really can't lower the budget without impacting people. But you can always raise taxes, which no one's in favor of. And there are other issues, the things that you can do. Selling facilities and selling land can help some of it, but there are a lot of issues here. You can't generate one-time costs to pay for recurring expenses. So, for example, if we sold this building for $2 million, I have no idea what it's worth, but if we sold it for $2 million, we could not budget that to balance the budget next year, because the year after that, we would still have that expense. So you don't use recurring, some one-time savings to pay for recurring costs. So you have to look elsewhere. And so that's what we'll do. I'm with you. I like the employees of this city, and I think they do a very nice job, but I don't know what the answer is yet. Within the next month or two, we'll have an answer. At least it'll get us through. But I don't have it at this point. But I am open to suggestions if you have something. Okay.
Steve and I have been working closely together, so, you know, we will find all avenues as available.
And with that being said, I agree wholeheartedly with Marshan, but we can't let mismanagement, misleadership cause the citizens to have to pay higher taxes. That's my goal, not to see the tax rate go up, because our taxes just went up last year. And then we put the burden back on our citizens, and that's not fair to the citizens. So we have to look at it both ways.
And when you look at the size, the population.
Is your mic,
demographics here,
your mic on?
The demographics here, can you all hear me? When you compare Lake City to, say, somewhere like Darlington, the number of employees that we have on payroll here far exceeds the number of other cities or towns with similar demographics or population. And vicariously, a lot of the positions, say for the past couple of years, a lot of positions were, people were hired. And a lot of these positions were not necessary. So it was kind of, in my opinion, a kind of like, you want a job, be my friend, yeah, I'll hire you. But you're not looking at the tax base. It's more of an ego thing, more popularity than anything.
And we don't have a tax base like Myrtle Beach that people retiring from up north coming down here. We don't have that kind of tax base, but if we put that weight load on our residents that live here now, most people just get $1,500, $1,200 checks a month. I mean, water rates going up, all that good stuff going up. I mean, you'd be putting the burden on you people here in town, and it's not fair to them.
And two, inside the city limits of Lake City, you have more African Americans inside the city limits. I don't know what percentage are homeowners, but the burden of these taxes and these inflations will negatively impact most of the black families on the inside of the city limits. The rest of the people who live outside live in the county. So inside the city limits, you're paying two taxes, city and county, and the county is just paying county taxes. So when you think of it, when you look at the big picture, and the big picture is there, it's clear, but at the same time, we need to study that picture and realize who is really hurting. Rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You've always heard your mom and dad say that, right?
Okay, I found this on the web, for so when you think about it, when you look at the big picture.
Thank you. I didn't mean for that to happen,
Yeah.
but, girl, come on, girl. Yeah, right? So, you know, I'm trying to explain it, you know, paint a picture where you will understand and see beyond, just be beyond what's there on the surface.
Okay.
And my goal is I don't want to see nobody taxes go up in the town of Lake City. So I'm done with it.
We have a couple more minutes, probably one more minute for this session. Before we take just a brief intermission into our regular city council meeting. It is 6:02. I'm calling this meeting to order. Our regular city council meeting for Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. I welcome everyone. Once again, I'm going to ask everyone to please silence their cell phones at this time.
Before we go into
Well,
the agenda.
hold- If you want to do that, do it right before the adoption, okay? Okay. I pledge to build a stronger and more prosperous community by advocating for civil engagement, respecting others and their viewpoints, and finding solutions for the betterment of our city of Lake City, South Carolina. I'm going to ask Ms. Councilwoman Wilhelmina Scott to lead us in the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Mayor Pro Tem Cooper, please. Can we all please stand?
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you, dear God, for this day. We thank you for this evening. We thank you for the fellowship. We thank you for the gathering. We pray to Heavenly Father, you will look down upon us and bless Lake City, bless our community. Bless each and everyone that here today. Lord, don't forget about the young folks, the young people, the mother, the father. We bless them, Lord, in your name, Jesus. Continue, Lord, to keep us strong, our minds together, that we make the right decision for this city of Lake City. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated, who all can be seated. Thank you, Councilwoman Scott, for the invocation. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for the Pledge of Allegiance. Madam Clerk, can you please poll the city council members once again?
Yes. Mayor Yamika Robinson.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Dawanica Cooper.
Present.
Councilmember Melissa Askins.
Present.
Councilmember Wilhelmina Scott.
Present.
Councilmember Councilmember Sandra Fleming Crosby.
Present.
Councilmember Nicole Singletary. And Councilmember Jason Brown. Mayor Robinson, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I need a motion to adopt the agenda as printed.
Move to adopt.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Any questions, council? If none, all in favor, show of hands.
Okay. I'd like to amend the agenda.
We just adopted. For any amendment needed to come before that adoption?
Yeah, it was just adopted, everyone voted.
Okay.
So it can be amended, right?
No, it's just already been adopted.
Okay, that's what I asked you earlier about that. You
And I said
wait until
prior,
then. You
yes.
said after that, okay.
Okay. Next, we have the approval of the minutes. Approval of minutes from the mayor and council meetings of April 8th and April 22nd, 2025.
Move to approve. Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Any questions, council? If none, all in favor, show of hands. Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have a platform for our young people addressing the mayor and council. Tonight, we have presenting Mr. Shamonte Burgess and Mr. Aiden Bright on our Black Youth Expo. Mr. Burgess? Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I just want to invite y'all. Wait, first, my name is Shamonte Burgess. I go to South Carolina State. I graduated from Lake City High School. I'm now a junior at South Carolina State. I'm a member of the football team. Y'all know y'all seen us lose to the Celebration Bowl, but we'll be back. But yeah, we'll be back for sure. All right. But I just want to invite y'all to my Black Business Expo I'm having this Saturday at the Lake City 278 building. I just want to give opportunities for all the young Black business owners to come promote their brand. It's going to be hair, nails, shoes, clothes, anything you need. You know, just come out, support these kids, support me, support everybody. We're going to be out there encouraging everybody, networking, and just meeting new people. It's going to be a great event, a fun event, and I hope to see y'all there. Thank you.
Okay. Did you give time? I'm sorry, did you give time? The time?
I'm so excited. It's going to be at 12 o'clock. It's going to end at 5. Hope to see y'all there.
12 to 5, okay. Thank you. And we do have flyers in the back for the Black Youth Business Expo, so please take one. It's coming up fast. It's this Saturday, so please share the word. Get the word out. Next, we have presentations in the order of Lake City Recreation Department basketball teams, Dr. Ronnie E. McNair School of Digital Communication and Leadership basketball teams, cheerleaders. We're not doing the track team tonight. Lake City Early College High School varsity Lady Panthers basketball. And tonight we are not going to do the Lake City Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year, Ms. Genesis Majors, but we will present to her at another time. So I do ask Mayor Pro Tem Cooper to please accompany me down here on the floor as we present tonight. Can I grab your agenda real quick? I'll hand it back, that's fine. Okay. First, we have our Lake City Recreation Department basketball teams. First, we have our 10U girls basketball 2025 Eastern District runner-ups. If you're on that team, come on up. All right, I know y'all didn't move that slow on the court now. You can come around this way. Just stand here in the front. You can push that back if you need to. So we wanted to bring you all here today. I know this is not the whole team. We have Coach Shireen Witherspoon, and we have Coach Kim Graham, my classmate. I don't know all the students' names or players' names, but we do have certificates for all of them. And even if they're not here, do you mind just stating their name? And Mayor Pro Tem, if you'd like to read one of the.
Okay. This certificate reads, Certificate of Recognition, presented to Shireen Witherspoon for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 10U Lake City Recreation Department girls basketball team. This team were the runner-ups for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Mayor Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025.
Okay, that's for our coaches.
Okay, I'm gonna read one for the players as well. Well, Ms. Kim, I'm gonna read yours too. Certificate of Recognition presented to Kim Graham for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 10U Lake City Recreation Department girls basketball team. This team were the runner-ups for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025.
All right, Coach.
Kim. And then I'll read one for the players as well. This is Harmony here?
Harmony.
Okay, Harmony. Certificate of Recognition presented to Harmony Bright for being an outstanding and contributing player on the 2025 10U Lake City Recreation Department girls basketball team. This team were the runner-ups for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025.
All right.
And
Say Lele.
Lele? Okay, so Lele is not here, but I'm going to go through everyone because everyone deserves to be recognized.
Yes.
Macy Edwards. Okay. Christiana Godfrey. That's not here, okay. Charity Lowry. Okay, here you go, Charity.
right.
Congratulations, sweetheart. Ava McFadden. Kellen Sullivan. Sienna Taylor. All right, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Kylie Wallace. I don't know who that is. Okay. And last is Jordan Washington. All right.
Okay. Let's give him a round of applause. Is she here? She is? She's not coming up? Okay.
What's her name?
Jordan
Jordan.
Washington. We're going to take a photo, but I just want to say congratulations, young ladies. I like the medal. Let it show. Let it show. Look at that, everyone. She left. Okay. So congratulations, job well done. We are very, very so proud of you for representing the city of Lake City and representing yourself and representing your families, most importantly. So congratulations, and we're going to be ready to see that same energy next year, okay? All right. We're going to take coaches. All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Next, we have our 12U boys 2025 Eastern District runner-ups.
Hey, y'all.
You got it? Okay.
Congratulations, all. All right. This is another coach certificate. It reads, Certificate of Recognition presented to Carmen Torres for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 12U Lake City Recreation Department boys basketball team. This team were the runner-ups for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and then this one is it another coach? Okay, for Coach Thomas. Okay.
E.T.?
Yeah, okay. Certificate of Recognition presented to Ernest Thomas for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 12U Lake City Recreation Department boys basketball team. This team were the runner-up for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025. There you go. Thank you.
All right.
All right. And these are for the players. Certificate of Recognition presented to Marquavion, Croker, for being an outstanding and contributing player on the 2025 12U Lake City Recreation Department boys basketball team. This team were the runner-ups for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025. Is he here? Okay. All right. Okay. Same thing for everyone else. Jalen Ford. Okay. Michael Gamble Jr. Here you go. Congratulations. Cooper Grove. Okay. Christopher Hilton. Congratulations. Tristan Lyde. Sincere McFadden. Amari Myers. Dorian Page. Congratulations. Aiden Thomas. Congratulations. Jordan Zaquan Wallace. Okay. And Chloe Wilson. All right.
All right. Let's give a round of applause. You gotta take a photo. Gotta take a photo. Go ahead. All right, thank you. Congratulations again, Yummy. This is where it begins. This is our recreation teams. They're already going to championships, being runner-ups. So Lake City High, J. Paul, be ready. Next, we have our Dr. Ronnie McNair School of Digital Communication and Leadership basketball teams. We're going to go ahead with, first, we're going to go with the girls. Ladies first.
All right.
Come on, ladies, come on. Okay. Follow the leader. You want? I give you a break. I give you a break. So all the certificates pretty much read the same with the coaches and the players, but we're going to just say the names. So the coach Ernest Graham, thank you very much.
He was also the coach of the year.
Yay. All right. I don't think he was going to mention that. Thank you. Coach Hood. Also known as Officer Hood. Jalen Myers. Coach Jalen Myers, right? Right. Okay. Thank you. I hope that one don't happen. Okay. No? Summer Singletary. All right, let's give her a round of applause. Carly Singletary. Reagan McClam. He's tall. Myla Lee. LaDeja Kennedy. DeJarian Hannah, is that how you say it? Okay. Destiny Gamble. Smile. Zamarion Fountain. Shaziah Epps. Kenya Dots. And Kelsey Dots. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We're going to take a photo. Is this good, Donna?
Congratulations.
We did have 14U. My apologies. We do have one more for the recreation. We have our 14U boys. Can you please come up? All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's my fault. Okay, so their certificate reads, and this is for the coaches, certificate of recognition presented to Corey Blaine for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 14U Lake City Recreation Department boys basketball team. This team were the state runner-ups and district champions for the 2025 Eastern District Championship. Am I right? Okay. Also to Coach Samuel McKenzie. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try these names. Okay. Zamari. I can say it like that, but that ain't right though. How do you pronounce it? Zamari?
Zamari.
Okay, thank you, Zamari. Tyler Fulton.
Tyler's not here.
Okay. King Grove.
King's not here.
Tyler Hickson. Tyler Hickson.
Oop.
All right. Jarrell McClary.
Gerald.
Chandler McKenzie. Chase McKenzie. Is it Stephon Pringle?
He's not here.
Keyshawn Staggers Jr.
Keyshawn.
All right. We got some champs in the house. Okay, we're gonna take a photo.
Can you see us?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Back to middle school, or Dr. Ronnie McNair School, we have the boys basketball team. Oh, you know what? Sorry, ladies first again. We're gonna go with the cheerleaders. Come on, cheerleaders.
All right. And again, as the mayor said, the certificates read the same as all. It's for Coach Marlon Brown. Is that his name? Okay, here you go.
I think the cheerleader said a little something
Oh,
different.
something different.
Just a
I'm
little-
sorry.
a
I
little something
apologize.
different, that's
Let's
all.
do something different. All right. Certificate of recognition goes to Cody Jones for being an outstanding and supportive cheerleader on the 2025 Dr. Ronald E. McNair Junior High School cheerleading squad. This squad cheered and supported the 2025 girls and basketball champions for the Big South Atlantic Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025.
All
Cody
right.
Jones. Gia Hannah.
Oh.
Kayliana Ford. Serenity McFadden. Kiasia Green. Kiasia Green. Cassie McCray. Mahogany Graham.
All right. All right. I know that's right.
London Smith. Is it Kaisha? Kaisha. Kaisha Freisen. You're welcome. And Michaela Brown. Okay. Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies. Thank you so much for supporting the young men and women while they go and be champions. Okay.
Congratulations.
All right. We shouldn't forget cheerleading is very important. Very important. I was a cheerleader in high school myself. Now we have the middle school boys basketball team. No, that's, no, that.
This certificate reads, certificate of recognition presented to Roger Green for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 Dr. Ronald E. McNair Junior High School boys basketball team. The team were the 2025 champions of the Big South Atlantic Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025. Congratulations. Emilio Geronimo. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You're welcome. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Okay, and this is for the players. Nope. Another coach. Jalen Myers. Okay. Okay. This certificate reads, Certificate of Recognition presented to Zaire McFadden for being an outstanding and contributing player on the 2025 Dr. Ronnie E. McNair Junior High School boys basketball team. This team were the 2025 champions of the Big South Atlantic Championship. Signed, Yamika Robinson, Mayor of Lake City, South Carolina, May 13, 2025. Congratulations.
All right.
Dervin Myers. Ashton Lanier. Xavier Carson. Terrence. No, don't do that. Mr. Williams, to Terrence Williams. How do you pronounce your name, sweetie? Terrence, okay. It had
Mr. Williams.
Okay, yep, Mr. Williams. Jaden Boone.
Is it spelled correctly? Is it spelled correctly?
I think it's T-E-T. Louis Burgess. Louis Burgess. Oh, I got it. Okay. Frederick Gibbs. Congratulations. Fisher Strickland. Jace Edwards. Christian Scott. King Sherrill. Congratulations.
All right.
And Kingston Fulmore.
All
Congratulations.
right. Let's give a round of applause. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Last but not least, those Lady Panthers. All right. Woo!
Okay, just place them out.
Yeah, well, when I give them the,
Give them this.
got it. Okay, we saw this team on ESPN, did we not? Oh, I thought y'all was already there. I'm just saying, y'all are really good. I mean, I enjoyed watching you all the whole entire season. I mean, this coach right here came in her first year. She's told me, don't let it be about her. She told me that, and it's about them. But I love that and I appreciate that, but we still have to give you your props too. Because you really went out there and you showed these young women not just about playing ball, but about their character as well too. And I appreciate that, not only being mayor of Lake City, but as a parent too for my daughter. So I appreciate that. So we have certificate of recognition presented to Shaquetta Cooper for being an outstanding and dedicated coach for the 2025 Lake City Early College High School Varsity Lady Panthers basketball team. This team were the Region 7 2A champs and finalists in the Final Four. Congratulations, ladies. We also handing, along with the certificates, we're handing a lapel pin from the city of Lake City. Wear it with honor, wear it with pride, because you truly represented yourself, your family, your school, and the city of Lake City. And we appreciate you. Thank you. This is also presented to Coach Teresa Graham, who's not here, and also to Coach Amanda Spates. Also reads to our players, certificate of recognition presented to Kirsten Hanna for being an outstanding and contributing player on the 2025 Lake City Early College High School Varsity Lady Panthers basketball team. And I love saying this again. This team were the Region 7 2A champs. My daughter's saying, don't embarrass me. And finalists in the Final Four. Congratulations, ladies. Nashira Starks.
You know what? Whatever's left over, I'm gonna give it to you.
Brianna Shaw. Carmen Salters. There go those cheerleaders again. Tara Lee. Jada Robinson. Tara Jones. Hannah Rouse. Triana Burgess. No. No. These girls had fun. We had fun with them. Keosha Smith. Amani Singletary. Kelsey Dotts. Oh, I'm sorry. That was middle school. Sorry. I got to get yours. I'm so sorry. See, we was almost there without one mistake. But I'll make sure you get yours.
What's your
okay?
name?
Kaylee Graham.
Kaylee Graham.
So at this time, not just for this team, but I'm going to ask everybody to please stand up and let's give a round of applause for all our young people.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Pull it back out.
Gotta make sure I get. Okay, I don't think it was on there. Yeah. Thank you. Excuse me. All right, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we're going to continue with our agenda, public comment period. Comments are limited to 2 minutes per person and no personal or verbal attacks will be entertained. The council is interested in hearing your concerns, but speakers should not expect council action or deliberation on subject matters brought up during the public comment period. Topics requiring further investigation will be referred to the city administration and may be scheduled for a future agenda. Please make sure to sign in and leave your name and address for the record with the city clerk to council.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I stand before you tonight to ask council to table ordinance 2025.003. I attended every budget meeting. Thank you so much, Brandon. You did a fantastic job. What numbers was never put with this budget? I never saw it, approval or nothing. We have an interim city administrator now. Can we just pause for a minute and allow him to bring another budget before us with numbers for each department? Everybody know I attend every meeting, every last one of them. How can we approve something when there was nothing put there? I met this gentleman, I know he's gonna do a good job of this. And Brandon, I really appreciate it because you put your honest effort into this right here. But can we just table this until we can get a budget with department by department numbers, please? Thank you.
Did you sign, please? Thank you.
You don't know me.
Any other comments? Okay.
Good evening again. Council,
State your name, I'm sorry.
Marcia Twilliger.
Thank you.
When you guys put yourself on the ballot, people came out and voted for you, whether they liked you or not. They may not have liked you, but they may have liked your ideas. And I would hope that each and every one of you council members hold yourself to the highest standards and don't do things for personal gain. Don't do personal preference. This is not an attack on you. This is to say that you need to, even if we didn't like you when we voted for you, it's because of your ideas. It's not, we may not have liked you. I would like you to think that way when it comes to other things that have to do with this city. You may not like it, but it may be a good idea. It may not be your idea, but it may be the best idea. When it comes down to the budget, have any of you actually gone out and met the people in the field, spoke to the employees, got to know them, got to know what they do, how they do it, and when they do it? I doubt it. I don't think there's one council member here, maybe two, maybe, that can go out and say that they've actually introduced themselves, they met the employees, they found out what they do, how valuable it is to the city, and how valuable their job is. I would like and I would challenge you to go out and introduce yourself to the employees, out in the field, out in Mr. Ricky's group, out in the accounting and the finance, the water department. Go out and introduce yourself and find out exactly what each and every employee does. You'd be very surprised. Thank you.
Hello, Council. Honorable Mayor Robinson, City Council, Police Chief Miles. My name is Ronnie Goodman. I'm a peer support specialist for Circle Park Behavioral Health. I've been privileged by the mayor and the council and the chief to chair support groups, 12-step meetings for the community at large here at the new beautiful building, LC 278. I'm honored and privileged to do so that we can bring the community who suffers from any kind of abuse and actions that cause the city extra stress because of substance abuse, that I can be there to lend my life as an example of what it looks like when you do the work to get sober. I'm sober one day at a time for 24 years from all substances, and I'm truly dedicated to my own sobriety continuously, as well as seeing Lake City and the community at large and families at large have a place to come to share their concerns, both young and old alike, our teen, our non. We're not limited to what we're offering for all the community to have a place to come and voice their anxieties or whatever. We know we're great communities, we'll have a strong city, and we'll have families that understand that sobriety is something that can be licked and handled if they're willing to come together and do the work. So we just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to do so. And just want to thank Ms. Marsha from the beginning of the inception of being able to meet Ms. Nelson and the mayor like that this can take place. We thank you and we appreciate you having us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Gloria Tisdale, and I'm here representing the Carver High School Alumni Association. I think this is my third time appearing before you regarding the naming of the administrative building. I noticed that it is on the agenda, and I want to thank you all for seriously taking into consideration this request. We do have the family members here, who are in support of this request, as well as members of the Carver High School alumni. Would you please stand? Again, thank you for considering this request, and we certainly hope it is a positive outcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Charles Nero. And what I want to say is more so to the city administrative people and more so to the police department. We have so much problems going on in town with the young people. I would like to see the police more so meet with young people before they get in trouble. Maybe you can give them some guidance before you try to lock them up. We find ourselves, we quick to judge and to put somebody behind bars before we find out what's going on in their life. A lot of these kids are looking for love, but they're looking for it in the wrong place. We need to try to do better about coming to them, meeting with them. I talked to a lot of young men that I knew that grew up with my kids, and we just stand up and talk. Mr. Charles, man, it's rough. Hold on. It'll get better. That's all you gotta do. Just give them some type of encouragement. These young kids, again, I state, they're looking for love, but they're looking for it in the wrong place. They're looking for it with the gangs because the gangs give them attention. They're looking for it with, I won't say what the other people they're looking for it with, but the drug dealers and so forth. Drug dealers offering them luxury, and they're going for it. But we can do better than what we're doing if we just take the time and offer them some love from a different standard. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Sign. Yeah. Sign in.
We'll get it later. If you did not sign in, just make sure you get with the clerk thereafter. But we do need to make documentation and record, so please sign in. Sign your name and state your name.
Yes, ma'am. My name is My name is Jared Graham, a local Lake City, owner of Sedulous Workforce, a local heat and air conditioning company, a small heat and air conditioner just starting up. I just want to speak on just food for thought right here. I really don't have any questions. I'm learning a lot as I'm being here. I just want to say that I feel as if it'd be a great idea to piggyback off what he said, to invest in continuous profitable activities for the city. Not just, because you can't, like you said, you can't just get money and have that. It's not going to continually bring profit to the city. But if it's a continuous thing, then it can benefit us in a way that with the youth, they'll have something to do. Because a lot of times it's a part of boredom. They really don't have anything else to do or any other activities. But if they have those other activities and it's a continuous thing, when they're together, I know at first it'll be a little kerfuffle at first, but it won't be as it keeps going, because a lot of it is because they don't see each other. Once you see each other, a lot of the problems and the subliminal things, it can be worked out, especially if there's a lot of adults around, because they're going to want to come, they're going to have fun, so they're going to come and they're going to see, and it's going to keep going from there. It's get better and better. But when I have plenty of ideas, but with these ideas I run into the same problem. Where am I going to have these events? That it could be, where could I have these events that we won't be necessarily, how can I have them in the right way so that we won't be harassed and that we won't, and that it could be, we can maximize our time being there. Because every time I think about it, with Blandon Street Park, I think about it, but then where are they going to go to the bathroom? Where can they stand out there all day in the heat? And if we have it at the schools, it'll end at 5 o'clock. Whatever, like I said, we want to maximize the time that we have so that,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, I think we have two more. Yes. Mother Robinson and Mr. Cooper.
To the Honorable Mayor, Emeka Robinson, council members, my name is Margaret Robinson. It has been a while since I've been out to the meetings because of health issues, but I'm here because I'm concerned about our community as well as the city as a whole. For each other, we need to do respect. If we don't see respect from the mayor, the council members, how are we supposed to respect the community? How are we supposed to get along and bring things together? As one, we are a whole. We are not divided. I don't see myself divided. I want us to be together, to build. Only way we can build is to be together and stay together. That is my concern. And I just want y'all to take that in consideration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Hey, pretty day meeting neighborhood. I want to thank the mayor and the council. Over in the Buffalo State, we getting our sewer system done and doing the marvelous job. But when they finish up, we need pavement in that area.
Yes.
So I'm putting out my, putting the books that pavement need to be done. And I come in kind of late, but my thing about the young people also. Cause the rec park was about 12, 13 years, we still need a gym. I'm gonna talk about it again, we need a gym. But every time I come up here, I mention that our babies need a gym. We can do everything else, but we need a gym for our kids. All right? You're doing some good things now, but we need a gym for our kids. For them to be more active and be less trouble. Give certain hands to do some of that. Coach Green back here doing a wonderful job, but I'm saying, council, please, come up with some idea to get a gym for our kids. I know you can do it now. I know. There's too many people in Lake City that say you don't have money. I don't have any, but I get what I got. But please, look for a gym for our kids and more activity for them. Boys Pop, doing a good job. Hey, I say, somebody doing a good job, let them know. Great job, but our kids need some more guidance and from home, church, and home first, but we need a gym and other thing for our young people. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the public comments. We're going to move forward into our agenda. Next is our legislative portion. We have ordinance 202. You want to continue, Mr. Thompson? Go ahead. Mr. Thompson, it's yours.
Next item on the agenda is the ordinance to change the juvenile curfew resolution with the city of Lake City, the ordinance. Right now, the curfew runs from midnight to 6 a.m., and it applies to students or minors that are 16 years and older. 16 years and younger. The ordinance before you changes that to 17 and older are exempted from it, but it drops the time to 11 p.m. So it goes from 11 p.m. to 6 in the morning. That's presented for your consideration.
Okay. For ordinance, I need a motion to approve ordinance 2025.002, first reading, and ordinance to amend ordinance number 1994.095, relating to the juvenile curfew within the city of Lake City and other matters related thereto.
I would like to also amend this agenda again, amend this ordinance again. Ordinance 2025.002 for first reading. I have some concerns about this time for you juveniles. And then just to give you guys like an update, it is like some things going on in Lake City with the youth. And it's not good. I recently, this past weekend, had a crime watch meeting, and the chief was there as well. And we had someone come in and voice their concerns about what happened at their home. I think he said it was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and someone was standing on the side of his porch. Now, and this guy, he's an ex-cop. He probably had his pistol on him. This person could have been any one of your kids. It could have been a Hispanic, black, white, whatever. But your child could have been gone if he would have shot first and thought about the consequences later. So my thing is, and also too, Chief, and you probably can elaborate more on this, about Young's store down on East Main Street being broken into by juveniles. Something has to happen, and something has to happen now, because I would hate for anyone's child to get killed because someone is going to shoot to protect themselves and then think about the consequences later. So I am asking again for council's consideration in changing the time again for the juveniles to actually, for the ages, juvenile ages 15 and below, to be in by 10 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then juveniles 16 to 18 years old, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. I just ask that you guys take this into consideration, and this is all about the safety of our youth. It's a lot of stuff going on. We see it on the news. It's a lot of stuff that happened this past weekend. If you guys are on social media or watch the news, it is a lot going on. And I just don't want anyone's kids, whether it's in Lake City, if it's in Florence County, Williamsburg County, Clarendon County, I don't want anything to happen to these kids that could have been prevented if you just have changed the time. And parents, you have to police your kids up. If you don't want to see your kids in jail, get them straight now. Get them straight now before the police start getting them straight. That's all I have. Council, I just ask that you guys take this into consideration.
So let me ask one question. So you're making a motion to amend?
Yes.
Okay, because the city clerk needs to make sure that we're at a motion to amend this ordinance 2025.002 for instead of 11 p.m., Mayor Pro Tem stated that the amendment will be for the ages 15 and under to be at 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and for ages 16 and 17, correct?
16.
I mean 17 and
16 to 18. Well, because 18 is considered already an adult, so
Okay.
16 to 17, 11
okay.
to 6. Thank you.
I have a concern. If you change the hour to 10, and you have some teenagers that out there that working, you know, we don't want them to get stopped and be harassed because they're coming from work and they may stop at Sonic later on or something like that. It's a situation we're not gonna never end when we don't have parents controlling these children. Because most of the crimes are happening after 12 o'clock. So they're out there.
And I totally understand what you're saying, Councilmember William Scott. But what I am saying too is that we will have to put more pressure on these parents. Right now, the ordinance states that, you know, there are some warnings and stuff like that. But again, this is only the first reading, and then we can come back to and then adjust, you know, this as it goes as well. So if there's anything, that's what I'm saying, if there's something that we can talk to as a collective, as council, so that we can start making these parents, you know, take the brunt of it, then that's what we have to do, because parents have to be parents.
Change is hard to do for some people. Yes, it might look like the time might affect some kids. And I feel pretty sure our officers that we got here in town could stop a child, ask a child, what are they doing at this time of night? And if the child got a legitimate reason that they at that time of night and they driving and they got work clothes on, they know the child's probably going home. But if they out riding around and they look like they up to no good, circling through neighborhoods and whatnot, and the officer stopping, yeah. I mean, people got to be held accountable for, because if we stop it now and 2 months later something happened,
Then it's going to fall back and say, well, why wasn't this in place?
Then we're going to feel bad that something happened to someone's child or something like that. Anything liable to happen in these days' time.
Well, for the most part, we don't have that many employment areas here in Lake City. I mean, businesses, it's fast food, and Walmart, and IGA, and that's pretty much it, because Main Street, those stores are usually, except the restaurants, those stores are closed by, 5 o'clock? And with the size of this town, I really feel that with these officers patrolling, they know these children. I think they can identify and recognize a lot of these faces. And they know if these children, if they're working or not. And so I think
They
it
should have a uniform on.
well, some of them do have uniforms, but it doesn't have to be a difficult situation. If the child is out meandering around, whatever, then you know, all the officer has to do is politely say, "Hey, what are you doing at this time of night? Get in the car, I'm carrying you home." You know.
And then I'm actually willing, I mean, even if if council has to get together with the police, I mean, just so that we can come together as a collective to do the right thing for the citizens, because I mean, like I said, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but somebody is going to get hurt, because somebody is going to act and think later. If we don't stop it now, and that's how I feel about it, and I feel strongly about this.
And you can ride through town from 6:30 to 2:30 in the afternoon when school getting out, you see kids just walk, still roaming the streets. I mean, you should be in school at that time, and I wish the cops would stop them and ask them then, what are you doing? Why are you not in school? I mean, you got kids Monday through Friday just roaming around town.
Okay.
I see it all the time.
And if it comes down to them picking them up, carrying them home, I think the ideal thing would be to meet with the parent, mother, father, whoever's there. If you have to pick them up and carry them home, make contact with mom and dad. Say, look, so and so is out. He's not supposed, so she's not supposed to be out this time of night, and I'm bringing him or her home to you. And this is a warning. We don't expect to see him out. You know, it can be handled in a
decent
fashion, where there's no intimidation, there's no threat.
Okay, my comment on this, and then I'm gonna ask Chief Miles if he makes a few remarks on this, because of course law enforcement has a lot to do with this and how you actually proceed with the juvenile curfew. We heard the amendment that Mayor Pro Tem stated. My opinion on it is we were first at 12 p.m., but in my opinion, I think that it needs to go up to just at 11 p.m., and that's for under the age of 17. And it does have the exceptions for the ones who are coming from school events, church events, even from work, and so forth, and that are supervised or attending with their parents. I did my research along with also speaking with our attorney, and most municipalities in the state of South Carolina is at 11 o'clock to 6 a.m. and that's weekdays and weekends for a juvenile curfew. But I also want to mention in this ordinance, we also stated the temporary juvenile curfew for citywide events, for all citywide events. And it states to ensure the safety and well-being of juveniles and the general public during any citywide events, and to assist in maintaining order and security, a temporary juvenile curfew is hereby implemented. This temporary curfew shall be in effect from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. for the entire duration of any event officially designated as a citywide event. This temporary curfew shall supersede any existing general juvenile curfew during the specified event period. It will be communicated by the City of Lake City, posted on their official website, social media platforms, and news media outlets, defining citywide events. Any events based on expected attendance, street closures, or official designations in public spaces. So that is a part of this ordinance as well, that will be put in place. Just wanted to make sure that I stated that, but in my opinion, I feel like it needs to stay at under the age of 17 at the hours of 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Chief Miles.
I like the idea.
Can you get Mike, please?
I like the idea of the 10 o'clock p.m. under the age of 16. One of the issues that we looked at with the curfew that's currently in place, as well as the emergency curfew, is the fact that you do have 16-year-olds that they can lawfully work up until 11 p.m. on a weeknight. And when they're leaving work, going home, a lot of them walk. And the patrol officers, myself, we see it quite frequently. And the last thing we would want to do is cause an issue where we're trying to stop an issue. And by cause an issue, what I mean is, it's 2025. We live in a violent age. That's a fact. There's no way to sugarcoat that. A lot of juveniles, they'll take off running. They simply say they're afraid of the police,
and that's building a rapport.
Whether that's a seed that's planted at a young age to where I can't tell you how many times I've been in a grocery store and a mom have a toddler or a small kid say, "There's the police. He's going to take you with him." That's where it starts. That's exactly where it starts. The seed gets planted just that easy, and so a lot of them, they'll simply take off running because they're afraid. They simply don't want contact with the police or whatever. And then when you take off running, our mind immediately goes, okay, what's really going on? So if you're in violation of curfew, or we believe you're in violation of curfew, or there's reasonable suspicion to believe that, we're going to give chase. And what happens when somebody's running from you, they don't want to be caught. And when we catch them, a lot of times it's a fight. And the last thing we want to do is injure a juvenile. We don't want to break an arm or break a leg or do anything like that, because then you got a civil liability issue. And then if they're simply underage and we take them home and the parent isn't there, we can't just leave them there. There's also civil liability if we leave them. So if we leave them and something happens, the house burns down or whatever, guess who foots the bill for that? It becomes an issue for the city also. So that's kind of what we're seeing with the age brackets is at 16 to 11 p.m., I think that's extremely reasonable. Under 16, 15 to whatever age you guys want to go down to, we're going to enforce whatever lawful order is passed, obviously. But under the age of 16, from 15 down to 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever you want to put it at, I think it needs to be under 11 o'clock, because at that point, that hits the base to where the statistics is showing that the crime is happening, and the statistics is showing the age bracket that it's happened. If you take Artsville, for example, the first weekend, the criminal offenses that almost happened, because had we not been there, there would have been fights. Had we not been in place, there would have been a lot more stuff that we were there to stop it before it happened, and that's being proactive. That's officers doing a job being proactive. And the second weekend after the emergency curfew was put into place, the age bracket changed. The juveniles, the first weekend were older juveniles, parents not attending for the most part. The second weekend, it was younger juveniles, parents attending, just not necessarily paying attention to what the kid was doing. They were enjoying the music and the festivities that were taking place. So that's what we've seen. The hope would be if the age bracket does go down to 10 o'clock for the younger age groups, that there would be more enforcement on, not from the police side, but from the parental side. Because the last thing we want to do is we do not want to put our hands on your kids in a law enforcement manner. We don't want to snatch them up. We don't want to arrest them. And in fact, I would suggest that not only the age bracket change in the ordinance, also the punishment phase. Because currently for a first offense, it's simply take them home. Well, if we have to chase that kid 5 or 6 blocks and get a K-9 behind him and all that stuff to track him down and find out what else he may have done, then we simply take them home. That's a lot of resources. That's a lot of manpower to do that. That's not a simple, quick fix. And right now, there's no penalty phase for a first offense. None. You simply take them home. For a second offense, the penalty is only $100. For a second offense, I think it goes up to $200. In my opinion, that needs to change. I think the parents need to be charged for first offense at the officer's discretion. Let the officer have the discretion on what to charge them. For a second and third offense, let the discretion be up to the court. Let the judge figure out what the penalty phase should be, and it should be more than $200, and the parent should have to suffer.
Yep.
If there is another crime committed other than the juvenile curfew being violated, if there's a violation of a juvenile curfew and a vandalism or breaking into an automobile or burglary, which we see quite often with juveniles, then we're going to explore charging the parents with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That's a general sessions offense that carries up to 2 years in prison. And it's one to be taken seriously. It's not to be taken lightly. We don't use it a whole lot because sometimes we know if you've got a 15 or a 16-year-old, you let them go out of the house. And sometimes they're going to do stuff that necessarily, if you've kind of held strict to your rules in your home, kids are still going to do things. And should that parent be liable for that? That's something that it's got to be handled on a case-by-case basis. You can't paint that with a broad brush. But the contributing to the delinquency of a minor statute, that is a state statute, and it's a 2-year prison sentence, or up to a 2-year prison sentence, I believe, and there's also a monetary fine. Now, for the most part, is parents getting 2 years in prison? No, but they're getting a healthy fine and court costs along with it. That hopefully the next time when that curfew hits, they're calling. Where are you at? What are you doing to get home?
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Appreciate for all of that.
So amended to let it stay, change the time to have the brackets of the teens, and then also add the offenses as far as the.
So right now, Clerk, you have the first part. The motion to amend is still on the floor, and we stated that the ages is 15 and under 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the ages of 16
To 17.
to 17,
Mhm.
11 p.m.
To 6.
to 6.
Mhm. And then-
And also, yes,
We do put amendment with changes.
yes.
Mhm.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
The changes to the fines,
Yeah.
correct?
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
offenses.
the offenses.
Right now, it states the first offense is just a warning, take it home. But as Chief Miles stated, the first offense will be to charge a fine to the discretion of the officer. Am I correct?
Well, why don't we come back to this? Because we need to discuss this more, about the offenses and the fines. I would recommend just the time changes, and in the very near future, come back with any fines, if we feel it's necessary.
What we can do is go ahead with this amendment without the fines, the correction, the updating of the fines right now.
Yeah.
And just do the time, and then, because this is only the first reading.
Yeah.
So we also have a second reading to come back to.
So we'll.
Am I-
One more time, sorry, I was.
That's okay, we're only doing the amendment for the age bracket and not the fines. We will come back at the second meeting for the second reading.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to discuss that more. We're just hearing it for the first time now.
Can't amend
We need
it.
to absorb it.
Can't amend. Never mind, that's fine.
That's it? That's correct?
So now you'll need a vote on that amendment of just
The time.
the distinction in the ages and the time.
Okay.
So
All,
that's what's before you now.
Right.
yes. So we're gonna vote all in favor for the amendment that was stated.
No one seconded the motion.
I'm sorry, who?
Just the-
Brown second, I said.
Okay. So Mayor Pro Tem made the amendment, Councilman Brown second, and we stated the age bracket.
That's the only thing for change.
Okay?
15 under 10.
So, yes.
16 to 17.
11.
11.
To 6.
Okay?
Yep.
All in favor, show of hands for the amendment? Any opposed? You got it? Okay. So now we have to go back, yes,
Yeah, now that's amended, now you vote on the underlying ordinance.
as amended. So now we have to vote for the amended ordinance 2025.002. Correct.
A motion second. and a vote.
Need a motion, sorry.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2025-002 to the,
As amended.
As amended.
amended.
Second.
Motion was made, second by Brown. All in favor, show of hands. Any opposed?
Any things coming up? So the time, you say it's 10 o'clock?
15 to under is
15
10.
under 10 to
10
6
to
p.m.
And
10
then
nights,
16
in the morning, 6 a.m.
to 6 a.m.
This is the first reading.
The
First reading.
Yes.
So once again, for the second one, all in favor, show of hands, so the clerk can get it. Any opposed? Okay. Okay. Next ordinance.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, before you is the resolution renaming the city administration building. You've received a request that the city administration. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ordinance 2025-003.
Oh, okay. No, that's the one I've got.
We just got done with the curfew ordinance, so we're
Right.
now at,
I'm sorry, mine's out of order, but, all right. So which one do we have? Okay, this is an ordinance, the budget ordinance. An ordinance for the city of Lake City, South Carolina, to levy taxes and establish a municipal budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1 and ending June 30, 2026, and all other matters there too. You do have the resolution, the ordinance before you, adopting the budget for the year. I guess I'm thrown off by the order of things, but
That's
the,
okay.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion, we've got it. Yeah.
Okay, well, you've got it in your package, yes.
I'm gonna
Thank
make a motion to table this ordinance, and the reason being is that, on April 8th, I went to the, HR lady's office, Brittany Webb, asked her to type this letter to, send to, Yamika Robinson, mayor. It was carbon copied to Brandon Carter, Nicole Singletary, Wilhelmina Scott, Veronica Cooper, Melissa Askins, and Jason Brown. And it reads as follows. In the essence of time and to avoid any discrepancies, she was asked to provide the following information to all council members no later than April 23rd, 2025. That was a 2.5 week turnaround prior to this meeting. Additionally, please provide council with monthly reports of all reconciliations beginning, provide a detailed and itemized accounting of all and every line item expenditure for this fiscal 25-26 budget year. Additionally, please provide the council with monthly reports of all reconciliations beginning May 2025 and thereafterwards. This information is necessary in order for council to make informed decisions towards moving forward. In good conscience, it is absolutely necessary to have complete transparency. And now the workshops we've had, we received sheets with numbers, but this letter is asking for detailed, itemized, everything that pertains to the city. That includes every department, the city of Lake City, period. Because as a council member, we are privileged to every bank statement, everything that goes on in the city. We have privilege to that information. This letter was sent April 8th, and I have not received a response. And personally, I'm not comfortable with trying to pass a budget when I don't know what I'm passing. And I think it's unfair to be asked to do that. So I
second that motion. I second the motion that we table this for 2 weeks until.
Jason?
I make a motion that we table that. For
No, she made the motion
Oh,
already.
I just second it. I'm agreeing with it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry for getting a little ahead of myself.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, due to, small circumstances of how, big circumstances of what all done happened within the city, and that give Mr. Thompson enough time to do whatever he need to do to get us on track and everything with what all going on. So I think that'll be, because Mr. Thompson just started like 3 weeks ago. So in all fairness, give him a little bit more time to help Mr. Brandon out, and they getting things squared away.
This is just his 8th day on the job.
Yeah, well, it's 8th.
So, I mean, in actuality, 8th day.
You're all very kind, but let me just say, if I can, we could do the first and second reading, June 2nd and 10th, if that works for you. In the meantime, we'll get you not the reconciliations, but the fund income statements. The reconciliation statement has bank accounts and that type of thing, but we can
Right.
provide you with the fund income statements, and we'll do it for all the line items in the budget.
Yes, sir.
Be happy to. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I think you all do understand.
And with that statement, the statements being made, thank you so much, because you pretty much answered or responded to why there was no response to you when you addressed Mayor Robinson, because you perfectly stated it here is the finance director and the interim city administrator position and job to get this information to you, not necessarily the mayor. And also, with him starting, we needed to make sure that when the interim city administrator came
We
in,
didn't have-
that he was going to work on to making sure that this information gets to
Okay,
you.
but
We didn't have a city
we're not gonna
administrator
go
then.
through a back and forth with this. The letter was addressed to you in all other subject matters, areas you want to be a part of. So this is a part of what you should be doing too.
Okay.
You read the ordinance.
The
It
fund,
states
the
that.
fund income, the first part of this letter, anyone actually can get this information, council members or anyone. The fund income statement, if you click on lakecitysc.gov, is that correct, Ms. Donna? The fund income statement is uploaded on that website at any time. So I didn't have to go and provide this. I could have provided the link because anyone can go and see this information that is being asked.
Well, you could have provided a statement as to why, instead of standing up here saying it. But like I said, we're not gonna go back and forth.
And that's
It's not the
nothing
time.
new. That's
It's not the
nothing
time.
new.
It's
So this
not
has
the time for-
always,
This is not the time for this.
this is nothing new.
benefit of
Yeah.
council, a motion before you is a motion to table ordinance 2025.003.
Yes.
That's been motioned and seconded and is ready for a vote.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a
Thank you.
motion to table and second. All in favor, show of hands. Any opposed? Thank you. Resolution.
Okay, now we'll get back to the resolution. This is a resolution to rename the city administration building to recognize former mayor, now I'm flipping around, by William Wilford Barr, for the building for William Wilford Barr. That would change the name to the Wilford Barr City Administration Building. And it's presented as a resolution to you for one reading.
Hold on, I'm just asking. Asking for a motion to approve Resolution 2025.021, resolution for the City of Lake City, South Carolina to rename the City Administration Building and other matters related thereto. This resolution is being brought to Mayor and Council to receive approval for the proposal that was brought to prior council meetings by the Carver Alumni Association and the Barr family. The proposal was to rename the City Administration Building in the honor of the former first African-American mayor, Mr. Wilford Barr. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Move to approve.
It has been properly moved in second. Any questions, council?
I have a question.
Sure.
If you don't mind, who's gonna pay for the
signage.
signage? We gonna put a plaque up or anything? Who's gonna be responsible for that? Is the alumni, or y'all looking for the city to do it? Or we just want clarification amongst council.
If I must say, this resolution here, if you read further with impact if improved or if denied, or financial impact, it said no financial impact with this approval for just renaming the building. Further discussion about the physical appearance of the building will be at a later time. So this resolution is only for renaming the building at this moment. Okay?
Wasn't it physical appearance?
Financial impact, no financial impact with this approval for just renaming the building. Further discussion about the physical appearance of this building will be at a later time.
Physical appearance. What kind of physical changes would be made?
The actual lettering on the building.
Is
Signage.
The sign.
you gonna put?
Yes.
The building
Is it gonna be on the inside of the building? Or, I mean, what's the?
That's for further
Okay,
discussion.
okay.
So that would be the placard, or whatever we call it, the plaque.
Okay, so everyone is understanding the resolution at hand? Okay. So we got a motion, we got a second. Any other questions? None. All in favor, show of hands. Any opposed? Thank you. Yes.
Okay, next, we do maintain a checking account with First Citizens Bank. And with a checking account, of course, you have signature cards. This resolution before you would add Ms. Verner, to the signature cards. And the title is a resolution for the city of Lake City, South Carolina, seeking approval to update the current check signature cards with First Citizens Bank and other matters there too.
Need a motion to approve Resolution 2025.022, a resolution for the city of Lake City, South Carolina, seeking approval to update the current check signature cards with First Citizens Bank and other matters related thereto. And that is including Ms. Antoinetta Verner name.
Move to approve resolution 2025.022.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Any questions, council?
Yes, being that Ms. Werner is very, very new and given the current financial situation we're in, which we don't have all of the information on, Ms. Werner, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I don't think it's a comfortable place to put her in right now, being that she's so new. And, because I personally, if I'm coming in with the situation as grave as it is, I would reject an offer to sign my name on anything. And, but is there anything that says she has to?
She doesn't have to, right, Charlie? She doesn't have to sign if she doesn't want to. I mean, legally. I mean, you tell us.
It's a hypothetical that I'm not sure I'm prepared to answer.
Okay.
You said no.
We can just go ahead and,
If I must say.
You don't want you want your name on there? I hate to say, ask you.
But as far as the information that I have received from the municipal association, that usually if you have a clerk that has and the title is clerk treasurer, then of course they will be able to sign. However, with this current clerk's position and title, it doesn't say treasurer. So she really doesn't have to do it.
No.
If she doesn't,
We have, right now, we have, how many people? 4? Is it 4? We have myself, we have Brandon Carter, Finance Director, we have Chief Miles, and Chief Driggers, Fire Chief Driggers, to sign for, on any checks at the moment. The reason it came up, of course, we've had since, I can't say always, but the time that I've been here, we had city clerk down to sign checks, and it doesn't mean that she has to sign checks all the time, or every check that comes through. We have had times when, say, Mr. Carter's been out the office, Chief Driggers was out the office, and say, well, Chief Miles' actually name just got on, and we didn't have his name on there before, and that would left one person at a time to sign a check. And we had to get some bills out. We had to get some payments out, and we didn't have another person to sign a check.
Well, I don't think.
And so that's the reason why we needed that 5th person, because we don't know at any point when we need to get a check out or a payment out, we need 2 signatures on a check.
Well, I don't think anybody should try to force anyone to sign a check if they're not comfortable with it. That's a violation.
And not so much saying that we're forcing, it's just saying we could be stuck.
I don't think, she says she doesn't want her name on there, so I don't think there's a whole lot more discussion we can have about it.
If it's gonna be like this, I don't want
I don't, look,
Thank you.
I don't blame you.
Thank you. Let's do the vote. Let's do the vote. Let's do the vote.
We just, there's a possibility, and I don't blame you, but there's a possibility that there will be some payments stalled until we can get that second signature.
Well, that's, if you know this, I mean, if you know this is gonna happen, then you kind of plan accordingly, plan ahead.
At times,
I don't see that all 4 people will be out of pocket at the same time.
it has happened recently, not all 4, 3. So there's left one person to sign a check, and we had to wait.
Well, this is why we have people on the payroll, a check has to be signed, then you get these signatures before, if you're going out of town, so you get these signatures before, and that's why we have a safe box, what's that box in there? A vault in there. That's why we have a vault, you put it in there and you instruct someone to pass it on to whomever it needs to go to at that time, but otherwise, I don't think we need to waste a lot of time on this.
We're not wasting any time.
Because she just said she does not want her signature on there.
Councilwoman Crosby, with all due respect, we're going to move forward, but I'm trying to explain, because I'm in the office every day. I'm trying to explain.
Okay, well, we're still wasting time. She's already spoken. She's already spoken.
So if anybody get any late payments, we know why, okay?
They already late.
So please explain how do you write this down? So we tabling this,
No, we're gonna vote.
No, we're voting on it. We're voting on it, yes. All in favor, show of hands.
For which part? To not put her in, For her to not sign or sign?
No, for the resolution at hand, that is actually adding her to the check signatures. So all in favor, showing, a show of hands for approving resolution 2025.022 for adding Ms. Verner to the check signature. All in favor? Any opposed? Move on.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, Mayor. The City Council has discussed the possibility of conducting a forensic audit. A forensic audit specifically looks at evidence of potential fraud, financial misconduct, and other irregularities. There are different accounting standards with a forensic audit, but we don't have any suspicions of irregularities, but we also can't rule these out. So if it moves forward, it will delay the annual audit. And the forensic audit does delay that annual audit. But we have advertised for this, we have identified firms that can do so, and we've provided you with three proposals for doing so, and this is presented for City Council's consideration.
Need a motion to approve Resolution 2025.023, resolution for the City of Lake City, South Carolina, to move forward with the process of choosing a firm to conduct a forensic audit and all other matters related thereto.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Any questions, council?
Can we find out what the fee would be before they're employed or whatever?
I'm sorry, I missed the
Will you let
question.
us know, if we find someone, let us know what the fee will be?
Yes, ma'am.
It's already provided that information. Finance Director provided that information to all council members already.
It may not be one of those firms that was
I'm
on
sorry,
there,
I'm
just to be
just
sure.
looking at it both
Okay.
ears, but let's see.
Okay.
We do have three firms, and if you don't choose one, we'll pick one, probably the low bid, but we'll pick one, then move forward.
Okay.
All three of these apparently have experience doing forensic audits, so there shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, any other concerns, questions? Go ahead, I'm sorry. Say it again.
I do. I did.
Okay, any other questions? None. Like I stated before in a previous meeting that I'm looking at all the pros and cons of having a forensic audit. I know that a few community members want this forensic audit done. I'm not all for it and I'm not all against it. But I know that it definitely could, lead up to being very expensive for the city to actually handle at this point in time. But I know a lot of people are wanting it to make sure, but it also will actually play in, if I'm wrong, let me know, Mr. Carter, will it actually pause our regular audit at a time?
Correct. Yes, Mayor.
When the last time we had audit?
I'm sorry.
When the last time we had audit?
We're currently undergoing our current fiscal audit. And Steve and I have met with Ms. Emily, who is the partner of our auditors, and she pretty much stated that it will place a hold on it
So
until.
when the last time the city had an audit?
You mean a forensic audit? Because we've had a
Yes,
regular audit.
Fiscal year 23, so we're currently
Last
doing
year.
24.
You do a sampling audit every year, and that's what we do. But this would be more than a sampling audit. They'd touch and look at every piece of paper that came through the city over the past year. I've been through a forensic audit. It can be very expensive, but in this case, they've given you proposals. So I believe we've controlled the cost.
Why hasn't this year's already been completed?
They told us they fell behind because capacity in their firm.
In their
They
firm,
didn't have
it was
time
their
to get
fault.
to it.
It was on them.
Okay, well,
Get it to, that's what the question, thank you, Ms. Ashley.
It was on the firm. It wasn't because of us. It was because they didn't have the manpower, so it's fall back on them.
but normally the annual audit would have already been completed.
Yes.
And so you're exactly right on that.
There is a distinct difference between fiscal audit
Yeah.
and forensic audit.
And the time length for a forensic audit, just in your opinion, It all depends on how much we want them to look into.
With a forensic audit, they'll pick what they want to look into, and they'll move forward. I don't really know what the timetable would be, because the last time I had one done, it took a year, but it was a much larger organization, City of Virginia Beach, so it was, I mean, just massive. This, I wouldn't think more than 3 months or so.
And they gonna look at everything?
Yes.
So now we pay for 2 audits.
Pardon me?
Now the city will have to pay for 2 audits.
Yes, ma'am. The annual audit, the forensic audit will not substitute for the annual audit. So we'll do the forensic audit. They'll take the input from that and apply it to the annual audit, because they don't want to do an audit and then find, oh my gosh, we've got other findings we need to look at. So they'll wait for the forensic audit to complete before they start.
How far back will they go?
I believe just a year. 3 years.
3 years.
Okay,
Good.
3 years.
That's good.
Okay. Any other questions, council? None? Okay, all in favor for resolution 2025.023? Show of hands. Any opposed? Next, we have city administrative reports, monthly financial report, Mr. Brandon Carter.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I will be presenting our financial reports for our actuals ending in April 30th, 2025. Our general fund, our year-to-date for our general fund revenue, our year-to-date is $6.2 million, 66 and 12. For expenditures, we were at $9,039,786, which put us in a deficit of $2.7,073,774. For our water fund, our year-to-date for our revenue is $1.6,051,171, and expenditures will be $1.3,017,558, which puts us in a surplus as $333,613. For our sewer fund, our year-to-date for our revenue is $2.8,045,916, and the expenditures will be $2.7,092,583, which put us in a surplus as $53,333. For stormwater, year-to-date is $182,459. For expenditures, is $41,667, but put us a surplus as $140,792. For water reserve, our year-to-date is $135,190, and sewer reserve, our year-to-date is $132,247.50. And that, Mayor Council, is our actuals ending in April 30th, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, you have the monthly bills.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Mayor. Next, I will be presenting monthly bills for April.
Need a motion to approve bills items 1 through 3. That's it. Need a motion? Do I have a motion? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second? Oh, Brown. Okay. So we have a motion, probably moved and second. Any questions, council members? If none, all in favor, show of hands. Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Council. Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
Well, we also have a report from the police chief, a law enforcement report. If city council would like to accept it.
Yes, please.
Okay, for the month of April 2025, the statistics are as follows. The total calls for service for the Lake City Police Department was 1,996 calls for service. That's up from last month. Last month was 1,722. And we're going to continue to see that rise throughout the summer. We're on track to actually be well over 20,000 calls for service this year, which is more than the last year and the year before. It's steadily increasing. The 911 calls won't stop. But the good news with that 1996 number is that also includes our proactive enforcement. There was 390 traffic stops for the month of April. We had 68 burglar alarms, 49 domestic violence calls, 73 follow-ups, 843 property checks, 38 suspicious persons calls, 9 traffic accidents, 35 disorderly conduct calls, 34 suspicious vehicles, 7 vandalism calls, 23 harassment and threatening, 26 warrant service calls, 8 assaults, 14 larcenies, 12 shootings, one break-in, so 1 burglary call, 45 trespassing calls, and 27 animal complaints. And in addition to the 27 animal complaints, there was 14 domesticated animals removed from the city, and at least one, there was one animal, wasn't a domesticated animal, it was a wild animal, it possibly had rabies, that was removed today. Just thought I'd put that out
Where was
that
located?
Where was that located? Dunkin' Donuts, behind Dunkin' Donuts. For the traffic citations issued, we issued 138 traffic citations. That's 23 vehicle license violations, 11 simple possessions of marijuana, 27 speeding tickets, 4 operating uninsured, 9 driver's license violations, 11 driving under suspensions, and 7 DUIs. You're going to see those DUIs increase over the summer months as well, as we pick up our enforcement of DUIs. So all the numbers are trending upwards, and they will continue to trend upwards throughout the summer. We had 192 incident reports, 39 incidents with arrest. There was 53 arrest warrants issued, 31 arrest warrants served. The juvenile offenses versus the adult offenses, there were 17 juvenile offenses and 175 adult offenses for the month of April. And that does include some of the Hartsfield statistics as well, the ones that happened during the month of April. There was a second weekend that was in May. So the May will be on next month's report. For the shooting incidents, it was rumored that it was juveniles that was involved in a shooting in broad daylight at the Busy Corner at 52 and Main Street. That's not the case. It was not juveniles, it was adults. It did happen at 52 and Main Street at the Busy Corner gas station, but it did not happen during the day. It was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night when that incident took place, and the individuals have been identified and they have been arrested. The incident from the juveniles at Young's that happened during the Hartsfield, those juveniles have been identified. They have been transported to Columbia. And the issue with transporting a juvenile to Columbia, once we transport them, we're still responsible for them. Typically, they have a 72-hour window. We're going to have to go back to Columbia and get them and then take them all the way to Florence. And if the family court judge decides to detain them, if the crime or their juvenile record's bad enough to continue detention, we have to take them back to Columbia or wherever else in the state that DJJ wants them to go at that point. So it's not, when you look at enforcing juvenile crime, it's not, there's no simple fix for that, because we do not have a juvenile facility in Florence that can hold them. We can't hold them. We don't even hold adults anymore. So they have to go to Columbia.
Where was this place in Florence? Gregg Avenue, King Avenue. There was a facility there. It closed down. A youth.
Yeah, once we arrest a youth or we take a youth into custody for an offense, for a criminal offense, we transport them to Columbia. We make contact with DJJ before we leave, the Department of Juvenile Justice. We do a juvenile intake form, and they accept custody of them, and then we transport them.
That place was where Circle Park used to be. The old Circle Park.
There is a DJJ office in Florence, but I don't know.
But they used to have the
Yeah, was it a place to hold juveniles?
yeah, they stayed there. It was kind of place, kind of like Willow Glen.
And
It was a youth behavioral health.
We've taken them all across the state. Once the family court judge decides to detain them, DJJ will decide whether they go back to Columbia or whether they go to Spartanburg, Greenville, Pickens, anywhere in the state. We have to take them to. So we're all across the state when we're dealing with juveniles. It's not just a Lake City, something that stays in Lake City. Any other questions?
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have on the agenda our council member reports and mayor reports. We'll start with Councilwoman Askins.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We had a good crowd tonight, and I'd just like to congratulate all the students, and I know they're a good job with all the sports and everything, and that was wonderful to see so many of them and receive the recognition that they deserve. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks to everyone that was out. This evening, we had a full house. And I would like to congratulate all the youth that participate in all the sports and with all their accomplishment. Like the mayor stated before, that's where it all began, in the recreation department. And so it's important that we have a good recreation department to build up to our high school and stuff like that. And a gym, which everyone is requesting. I do hope in the future we'll be able to have a youth place where they can go in and play inside sports when the weather is bad and all that kind of stuff. And enjoy in a safe place also. The curfew that we propose is good, but nothing's going to work if we don't work together as citizens and as parents. We cannot control your child. You can't control yourself. Like the officer said, they once did have a contact with the officer, and then it becomes the whole citizen. Everybody upset because they got a child walking 10:30 at night and not secured by the adult. We want what's best for the city. We want what's best for our citizens. We want what's best for all the children. And a lot of things was done tonight. You may not agree, but then majority rule. So I'm willing to work with whatever situation that to better our community. And thank all of you for coming. And I planning a meeting for Crime Watch meeting for District 3 and anyone else that would like to join on June the 2nd, the chief having a police officer there to explain himself and tell them what we are available, what we can do to make our city. But now the school is out and everything I get kind of wild. We know how it is. And the summertime, there's cookout and parties and stuff like that. I'm hearing so many incidents that happen. And don't have to wait until 10 o'clock at night for things to happen. Things are going to happen. So we have to be ahead of this situation and try to improve the condition of our community to make Lake City a great place to live. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. Again, I would like to congratulate all of the teams on the job well done. I would like to also say thanks to my constituents that came out to my Crime Watch meeting that I had on this past Saturday. And again, let's just continue to work together for the betterment of the communities. And whenever I have meetings, it's not just secluded just for District 4. Anyone can come because we are designated for each district, but we work for Lake City as a whole. So please come out and voice your opinions and concerns because, again, I'm willing to work with you. I want to hear everyone's concerns because your voice matters. I would like to also congratulate the college and high school graduates. Again, on Saturday, if you have a youth or if you have kids, if you can please take them to LC 278 to the Black Youth Expo. I think that will be a good event for students. I remember when I was younger And I think my dad was on the Williamsburg Enterprise Commission, and they had like different camps and stuff like that for entrepreneurs, and it was very informative. So whenever you get the opportunity to have events like that, make sure that your kids are able to attend, because this is good. And again, congrats to Shamonte and Aiden on the job well done for you guys getting that together for the students. Also, another event that will be happening on this Saturday at LC 278 is the USDA workshop. They've been having them at least, I think, 2 times a year, either once a year. So again, if you guys have any problems with your homes that you need funding, help with repairing, or if you need information on getting home loans for your, if you guys want to, interested in getting a home, please go out and obtain the information there. They have applications on site at those events, and that will be beneficial to the community as well. And again, parents, I'm going to keep singing it about the curfew. It's all for the betterment for our kids, for the safety of the citizens of Lake City. Just continue to talk to your kids, let them know that, hey, show them love, like my dad said. Show them some love, because a lot of people are looking for love in the wrong places. But again, it starts at home, and you just have to police up your kids before the police get them, and it's too late. And that's it. Of course, my final saying is always stay vigilant and be safe. Y'all have a great rest of May, and hopefully everyone had a good Mother's Day. And that's it. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, thank you. I ditto some of what was already stated. Congratulations to the teams, and want you to continue to come out to these meetings, ask questions, and bring as many people as you can to these meetings. And at the beginning of the agenda, I was about to amend it. Oh, Mr. Shamonte, congratulations. Proud of you. I don't even know who you are, but you look like you're doing a real good job. And Mr. Goodman, with Circle Park. I was talking with someone the other day. I can't remember who that person was, but I think I can come up with that person and refer them to you for your program. Is there any type of referral process, or? Okay. Yeah, I was about to say earlier, thank you. I was about to amend the agenda. Last year in June, I did a community fish fry. And I spent $1,798.46. I have not received my money to date. We have gone through around and around and around and around and around it. Receipts have been submitted. It's been tallied up, and I've gotten all kinds of rejections. And obviously, rules are being violated. And as of tomorrow, I'd like to get my check by 9 o'clock in the morning, $1,798.46. And I'm not going to say what will happen or will not happen, but I need my money, okay?
It is being recorded.
I ain't looking, I'm glad it's being recorded, because it's been recorded before, but no action was taken. But for some reason, when I presented the information to you last week, you said, well, it needs to come back before council, so I'm bringing it back before council. And I was going to amend the agenda, and you said, wait and do it after the adoption of the agenda. And I knew that wasn't correct, but anyway, I didn't get it on then, but I'm getting it on now. Thank you.
I don't know if I can follow that one. So just keep it short and sweet. Thank you all for coming out. Congratulations to all the students that got recognized today during presentations. Also to Mr. Burgess and Mr. Bright, congratulations. Thank you for bringing that to Lake City. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to be there on Saturday. And yeah, hope to see you all next month.
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me?
Go ahead.
Oh, I had, tomorrow, Lisa, the grants writer here, is going to be out at LC 278 starting at 2:30. And it's going to be, it's called the HHI cohort. HHIC.
It's Healthy
Homes Innovation Cohort.
Healthy House.
Healthy Homes Innovation, I'm talking. Healthy Homes Innovation Cohort. So we're asking you all, and I did get some information from her on yesterday, and it's gonna be kind of like a resource for people who wanna get aid or assistance with, now I asked her specifically, just come out there tomorrow and get the information. Because I asked, if they have help with rental assistance, housing, and all of that. And she said, yeah. So it appears to me that we are going to be, or she's going to be a resource for getting these people connected or giving them information on where they can go to get, it's helping people is what it boils down to. So if you will, pass the word, Healthy Homes Innovation Cohort, HHIC. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It's a very informative meeting. I want to congratulate the kids for their achievements during their basketball season and all the wins and everything they got. I also want to thank Duke Energy. We received the grant over there in Montalot for beautification of the park, even though we need to do some more stuff over there, but I thank them for the grant that we got over there. I had other engagements, so I wasn't able to attend, but I know it was presented well and everything was taken care of. To the curfew for the kids, I'm a strong believer in it. It starts at home. When I was a young kid, whenever it was getting dark outside like right now, and I was at one of my friends' house, I was up at the fire department. Shirley Brown was on the phone, and I'd tell Jason it's time to come home. And like I say, kids don't respect their parents like we respect our parents back in the day. In order for us to have some type of control, we're going to have to get some control within the city, to help our parents out. So other than that, I want to congratulate Mr. Burgess, one of my old baseball players, and Mr. Trey Bright on their expo they having going on. If I'm in town, I might come out and support you. But other than that, let's just keep everything moving forward like we got it going, trying to get on the right track here in town. And everybody have their different opinions, and that's something you have to deal with. And I believe it is that.
Thank you, Councilmember, for your reports. Thanks, everyone, for coming out with your comments tonight. We see that a lot of our community members are very engaged and want to be informed, and that's what we want. Thank you for coming out to voice your opinion, because your opinion does matter and your voice does matter. First and foremost, I definitely want to thank and so happy to see my mother back out. She is my biggest supporter. She is a huge supporter for the city of Lake City. And I thank everyone, and she thanks everyone for the prayers that has gone out to her. So I definitely, at this time, want to give my mom a round of applause. Thanks, Mr. Shamonte Burgess and Mr. Aiden Bright, for coming out tonight and sharing us about your information on this Saturday. We had a very great meeting just a week ago, everyone. These guys were not kidding. They said we wanted to have it on the 17th. I said, are you sure? They said yes. So they put it together. They got the information out there. We are supporting you all the way. Whatever more we can do for you, please let us know. We love to see things like this. So thank you. Thank you so much. So everyone, please do come out. We have their flyers in the back with everything else that's upcoming. Please take a flyer or two and share it with your family and share it with your community. Congratulations to all the student athletes and coaches for coming out tonight. We definitely want to always recognize our student athletes, whatever they're doing in our communities academically, in sports, and like we stated before, it starts in recreation. We are definitely missing Miss Cynthia Millette in the place, but we are going to continue to keep her in our prayers. She will be back as soon as she gets well, and we're just praying for her, and we love her, and we're missing her. I also want to welcome to the city of Lake City in their first city council meeting on tonight. Our interim city administrator, Mr. Stephen Thompson. Great job tonight. Thank you so much. and our city clerk, Ms. Antoinetta or Nicole Verner. Thank you so much for all the work that you have done thus far. Ms. Verner has only been with us a week, I think a week and a day or two. Thanks everyone for another successful year, 13th year Art Fields Competition and Festival. I think we had a great turnout. I think there was a lot of people downtown and through our city. So thanks again for another successful year for Art Fields. We definitely have other upcoming events coming up. We stated a few tonight. May 17th, of course, is the USDA workshop where they'll be having representatives from the South Carolina Rural Development. And we do have applications at admin building if you want to get one ahead of time. And they will have them out there, and they will definitely help you with the two programs that they are offering for home loan grants and for home repair grants. Of course, we stated May 17th as well, Black Youth Expo. May 27th, we will have Congressman Clyburn here on that evening at LC 278 at 7 p.m. We have the flyers back there. Congressman Clyburn has chosen Lake City to be his next stop for a town hall meeting. So please be out to come out and listen to Congressman speak, and also to be able to ask him any questions at that time that you may have. May 31st is our food truck rodeo. That will be on the Village Green. I know everybody's seen the flyers. Get your boots and fans ready. So that's food truck rodeo. May 14th, going back off what Councilwoman Scott was saying, which is the HHIC, which is the Healthy Housing Innovation Cohort meeting. And it's also not only Ms. Lisa Jones, but we are the core four that have been chosen, went to Nashville, Tennessee last year. The city of Lake City, along with 7 other states in the nation, was chosen to be a part of this cohort. And the core four for Lake City is myself, Mayor Robinson, Ms. Lisa Jones, Ms. LaQuintia Goodman from the Grant Department as well, and Ms. Donna Tracy. We are the core four for the Healthy Housing Innovation Cohort, and it's definitely going to be very beneficial to our community. So please come out if you can tomorrow. This is our first community meeting. We've had stakeholder meetings, but we will have more meetings as well for you to come out and listen to see and let us know what does a healthy home look for you, and for us to be able to get those resources out to you. So that's the Healthy Housing Innovation Cohort. I hope all the mothers had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Congratulations to Ms. Lisa Jones and Mr. Brandon Carter for the appointments to the committees. And you're looking like, what am I about to say? Appointments to the committees of the National League of Cities. So congratulations on that. The National League of Cities is a great resource for any small city, towns, and villages in our nation. And we have been very blessed to get the resources from NLC and to be a part of the NLC for the past 2 years. So thank you for your commitment and dedication. Appreciate it. Everyone, please be safe as we approach the summertime. I know everyone is ready for the summer break from school. Congratulations ahead of time to all our graduates, and I hope that everyone continue to have a safe month. And I'm glad that we are really talking about this juvenile curfew. What's that, Ms. Donna?
We also have a grants update meeting.
Yes.
That is open to the community on the 29th. That'll be at Coal Grove from 6 to 7 p.m. And that's basically Lisa will be giving an update on where we stand on all of our grant projects.
Okay, and that was once again May 29th, the grant update community forum. And you can find all of these upcoming events on our website as well as our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and also LinkedIn. Once again, I was stating that I'm glad that we're having this conversation about our juvenile curfew. Having this conversation and putting things and implementing things like this is for the safety of our children, not to see them be locked up, not to see them be treated any kind of way. It's for the safety of our young people and for the safety of our community, and not just only at Art Fields. It's for any citywide event. If a juvenile curfew has to be, an emergency curfew has to be put in place, and for us to change and update our regular curfew is for the safety of our young people. We want everyone to feel safe in our community in the city of Lake City. So coming together like this and hearing the inputs and from all council members in the community, I appreciate it, because we see that we do want to have the same goals and the same vision of having a safe city and a growing city. So I appreciate everyone here tonight. If we disagreed, I still love you anyway. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. All in favor? Thank you.